Good Friday afternoon. Thanks for joining us here on 9 News Plus. I'm meteorologist Keely Chalmers. Well, we had a few more clouds in the mix today than we've recently had. Cooler temperatures, but the big story weather-wise is the storm that is making its way toward our area. We're already seeing snow in the high country. We saw some rain showers, some thunderstorms even down out across the southeast corner of the state and the eastern plains, and we're in store for some snow/rain here in the metro area as well. There's been a lot of questions about the forecast. I have to say there is still a lot of uncertainty with at least the front range, the I-25 corridor portion. We're getting obviously higher confidence in what's going to be happening in the mountains with heavy snowfall there, rain out to the east. But again, here in the metro area, it looks like we're going to get a mixture of snow and rain at times. We'll talk about that in just a second. But let's go ahead and break down your weekend snow and what to know. And again, as I mentioned, we're going to get a rain-snow mix likely in the Denver area starting tonight, and it will continue right on through Sunday morning. Now tomorrow, it's looking like it will transition more to a bit more to snow with rain possible mixed in as well. Accumulations, again, not too impressive, at least not at the lower elevations. We're going to get the impressive amounts. We're talking feet of snow up there in the mountains tonight through Saturday. And again, we talked about the higher than usual uncertainty with this forecast, and I'll explain about that and why we're seeing that coming up in just a second. But as we take a live look out over Lookout Mountain, you can see just a little bit of blue skies, mostly cloudy out there right now. We're at 57 degrees, the winds out of the east at 10 miles per hour, so pretty calm out there. It is cloudy, certainly cooler today, but still above normal. Or normal high for this time of the year is right around 44. Again, we are expecting some evening rain transitioning to a little bit of snow overnight. We're also going to throw in some fog. A lot of moisture associated with this system. And so not surprising that we'll see a little bit of fog out there, and that could impact your morning visibility if you're out on the roadways. Again, we're talking about heavy mountain snow tonight through Sunday morning. And again, the I-25 corridor could be impacted with snow tomorrow. Some of that snow could fall heavy at times, so again, just keep monitoring the situation, especially out on the roads, because some of that snow could be heavy and could cause some pretty difficult driving conditions along I-25, mainly south of the metro area, especially along the Palmer Divide. All right, here's a live look at our HD Doppler radar. And you can see the storm system is right now kind of swirling over the Four Corners area. And as it does, this storm, I just want to point out, originated in the Pacific. So a lot of moisture associated with this. It's still rotating the moisture into our area. And you can see it's starting to it's gradually pushing off to the east. And what's interesting about that is as it does, it's going to start picking up the moisture from the Gulf of Mexico. And that's really going to enhance the moisture associated with this storm that already is pretty moisture packed. As we focus in, you can see we're already getting snow up there in the high country, and the rain continues to fall across the eastern plains. We have been seeing some thunderstorm activity associated with that as well, and south of Pueblo along I-25. So here's a look at your forecast. I want to take this back and do it a little bit slower, do it a little bit more. So as the system moves through today, you can see again, we're still getting that Pacific moisture moving through, but as we head into Saturday, it moves to the east and starts picking up right there. You can see it start picking up that moisture from the Gulf of Mexico, and that's a lot of moisture being just channeled into our area. Now again, it depends on the track of this, but again, it's going to kind of wrap around this area of low pressure, and as it does, it's going to bring in the moisture to our area, and that's why we're going to get this pretty heavy snowfall and impressive snowfall amounts, especially in the mountains, and a good amount of precipitation out across the plains as well. So we'll go ahead and put our forecast into motion. This is 9:30 tonight. Continued snowfall up there over the mountains as well as south of the metro area. And again, we talked about the Palmer Divide south. We're going to see the heavier snow, a little bit of rain moving into the metro area. This is 9:30 tonight. And then a little bit of a break overnight before another round moves in by tomorrow morning. Now, this is what's been differing. A couple hours ago, it was all snow in the metro area. Now it's looking like, again, a little bit of a wintry mix, rain and snow mixed together. This is 9:30. Again, right on the line. And then it's looking like we'll get a little bit of snow, most of the snow falling to the west of Denver and to the south of Denver. But again, we'll likely see, again, that those snowflakes falling mixed with rain at times before everything clears out pretty early on Sunday morning. Then we're actually going to get some clearing skies as we head into Sunday night. So I want to talk about some winter storm warnings, advisories, and watches out there everywhere. You see there in red is a winter storm warning. That's for the high country. That goes until Saturday evening for 8 to 20 inches of snow, winds up to 35 miles per hour. So that snow is going to be blowing around a bit as well. For the foothills, the Front Range foothills down south near Trinidad as well, everywhere you see there in that teal color. 5 p.m. today through Sunday morning, 6 to 12 inches of snow and winds up to 35 miles per hour. We also have a winter storm watch right here along the Palmer Divide, Castle Rock south towards Colorado Springs from today through 5 a.m. Sunday as well for anywhere from 5 to 10 inches of snow, and again winds to 35 miles per hour. So this could impact again travel along I-25. Let's go ahead and take a look at the snow forecast because these have been differing between the models. However, this is the European model. It has stayed pretty much the same over the last, I'd say, 24 hours. So it's forecasting about anywhere from 3.5 to 4 inches here in the metro area. Obviously, higher amounts up there in the high country. But it's interesting about it down as you head south of Denver, the accumulation's a little bit less, 3 inches in Colorado Springs, just a trace in Pueblo. But we'll go ahead and look at the ensemble model. This is another model, and you can see higher accumulations as you head down towards the south. So we're looking at, closer to 4.5, 5 inches in Castle Rock, 5 inches in Parker. Again, 3 inches here in the metro area, closer to 4.5 up in Boulder. So this looks to be a bit more accurate, I believe, as the system moves through. Again, the Palmer Divide under a winter weather watch, winter storm watch. So again, we're expecting some pretty impressive accumulations. And here is the GFS. I just thought this was super interesting. I know that's just another model to show you, but I think it's really cool to see as we zoom in why it has been so difficult and why the forecast for the metro area has been so uncertain. So here is, we're looking at 13 to 18 inches closer to Conifer, Bailey, 9 to 12 as you go into Evergreen, closer, to 8, 4 to 8 as you get into Lakewood. But look at where the metro area is right on that line of where it is, very impressive amounts to the west of the metro area, 1 to 3. In the Denver area, head out towards Aurora, and it really starts diminishing those accumulations according to the GFS model. And this is what some of the experts are saying is looking like will most likely play out as this storm moves through. So I just thought this was really interesting to zoom in and see just how stark that line is just west of the metro area. So again, if you're wondering why there's been all this uncertainty, you can see right there, you head out towards Byers, it's dry. There's like no precipitation. I mean, there'll be precipitation, but no snow out there. When it comes to precipitation, it's just going to be falling out in the form of rain out to the eastern regions of the plains. Forecast highs today, we're looking pretty nice. Actually, our normal high for this time of the year is 44, so we're well above that, getting up to about 53 as we head into the afternoon hours. Cloudy skies today, those winds out of the northeast 5 to 10 miles per hour. Again, those winds are going to pick up tonight, so as that rain moves in, a little bit of snow, going to be a little bit blustery overnight into tomorrow morning, and that will continue tomorrow as well with those blustery conditions and temperatures topping out right around 40 degrees. So expect that rain, snow mix, and again, that does entail the I-25 corridor as we head into Sunday morning. That'll be clearing, actually seeing a little bit of sunshine by Sunday afternoon. 45 your forecast high, back in the 50s on Monday. We're looking fair and 57 on Tuesday. Our next chance for rain returns to the forecast on Wednesday with just about a 20% chance for some light rain. And then Thursday, actually, because temperatures are going to drop down into the 20s once again, might see a little bit of light snow return to the forecast as well as some rain as those temperatures warm up, and then back to fair and 50 on Friday. That is a quick look at your forecast. Thanks so much for joining us here on 9 News Plus. I'm meteorologist Keely Chalmers. Have a great day.